I want to bring you something today for those of you who are afflicted, for those of you who are going through something in your life and you essentially feel like you're in a prison cell. You're lonely. You feel lost. You feel cut off. You feel abandoned. You feel like God is far from you. Maybe you feel like you're far from everybody. I have felt like that before in my life. Those times are tough. Those are the toughest of times. Others of you, you're going through something medically, financially, relationally. Maybe you've lost somebody that you love the most. There's almost nothing that can fill that void when you lose somebody so close to you. But our answers are not found in this world. Our answers are supernatural. And today, I want to show you something that I found in Psalm 22. I've been meditating on this psalm for over a week now. This psalm is complex, it's beautiful, it is prophetic, it is truth. And I've always looked at Psalm 22 from the standpoint, mosquitoes. I've always looked at it from the standpoint of the prophetic aspect. And it is so amazing for that because it shows the suffering that Jesus Christ would experience upon the cross. And you see the account of the crucifixion in the Gospels, and you line it up with Psalm 22. Oh my gosh, it's completely amazing. It's like the missing puzzle piece that puts the Bible all together. I did another video on it. Feel free to check it out. David is writing this psalm in the spirit of the coming Messiah. And he is explaining and going through how cut off the Messiah is, and the groanings of the Messiah, and the sufferings of the Messiah. And so, yes, in the macro sense, this is all about that. But there is an application for you personally. And I want to show you that today because it jumped off the page at me and it kind of blew me away. So let me get to it. So David starts out this psalm and he says, my God, why have you forsaken me? He goes on and he talks about, he says, oh my God, I cry by day, but you do not answer, and by night, but I find no rest. He is detailing over and over again with beautiful poetry how cut off from God he feels. And yes, he is putting this forward to the Messiah and what he would experience. But there's an aspect of this that David has experienced in his own personal life. And because of his personal experiences, he's able to write these with an increased flavor. He says later on, be not far from me, for trouble is near and there is none to help. David is showing you that he's down and out, that he is in a position in his life where there's nothing good going on. It's sad. And some of you watching, you know exactly what this feels like. And this is for you. Later on, he says, but you, O Lord, do not be far off. O you, my help, come quickly to my aid. He's asking for deliverance. He's asking to be saved from all these oppressive things. And you know what? God heard him. God heard David. God heard his son, Jesus Christ, on the cross. And God hears you. Because in verse 24, it says, for he has not despised or abhorred the affliction of the afflicted. And he has not hidden his face from him, but has heard when he cried to him. So, in the bigger terms, this is about God hearing his son Jesus when he's upon the cross. But let's whittle it down for you and me. When you are in your worst state, when you feel so alone, so isolated, so cut off, so afflicted, like you were poured out like water, and you're saying, my God, why have you forsaken me? You know what? He is not. He has not despised you. He has not abhorred your affliction. He has not ignored it. He has not hidden his face from you. He has heard you when you cried out to him. And I think for me that is just the most amazing thing for me to stand here in this beautiful little forest and think that the God who made all of this hears me. And the God who came down here and died on the cross hears me. And to think that this coming king, that the King of Israel is the King of the universe. And this God became a man to die for man so that he could rule for man. To think that he knows me and that he loves me. And that no matter what I'm going through in life, when I feel alone, when I feel cut off, I might feel like that, but I'm not. I am not cut off. He loves me. And he hears everything that I say, and he knows everything going on about me. Jesus said, "Come to me, all you who are weary, all of you who are heavy laden. You've got a heavy load. You've got a heavy pack upon your back." He says, "Come to me, because my yoke is easy and my burden is light." It's not too hard for him. And he experienced the affliction that you experience. And he knows what it's like to be brokenhearted. So you're not alone in that. He loves you. He cares about you. See you next time. Day of Battle out.